I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today my video is gonna be slightly different from what I usually do. So for those who do not know, I just gave birth to my baby girl, my first job. So with that being said, today's video I'm going to talk about my experience, what it was like when I was pregnant, what it was like giving birth, and what it was like, what it is now. So with that being said, guys, I am going to do a natural look as well. So we are going to do a makeup tutorial while I'm talking. So I just want to say bear with me a little bit because basically I don't multitask. That is not my thing. So this video, it will be a challenge for me, but we're gonna go through it. So with that being said, let's get to the video. First of all, let me just say being pregnant was totally different from what I expected. For me, I thought that you just get a belly and then after 9 months you give birth. That was it. I have heard stories about morning sickness and so on, but it never occurred to me that morning sickness could be so bad to the point where even drinking water gets you sick. So, to me, that was my life. I used to literally get sick eating anything, any moment. And first of all, I thought morning sickness was actually something that you get in the morning, but apparently it was not. You get morning sickness any time of the day, any minute of the day. As long as baby feel like throwing up, you're gonna end up throwing up. So, yeah, that is number one. So let's go back. I find out that I was pregnant around February. So I just wasn't feeling well, so I decided to take a pregnancy test. And when I did, I told my husband that I was pregnant. We all was excited and everything. And then around March, we had a situation where as I had a threat of miscarriage, which that is basically my body refusing the baby. So I ended up in the hospital on my birthday. So when I was in the emergency room, I was really, really scared because y'all guys know because of COVID-19, your partner cannot go inside a hospital with you. You gotta go by yourself. With that being said, my husband was not allowed to come inside a room with me. And that even made me more scared because I hate the hospital. I literally get anxiety if I have to go to the hospital. So being inside there was horrible. But at the same time, I was like, I gotta stay strong for this baby. I don't know what is going on. Right now, my most important thing was my baby is okay. I don't have to worry about it. Anyways, with that being said, after that, I got treated and everything else. I was put to bed rest. Around that time, I was about 3 months, so I was put to bed rest and baby was fine. And then the morning sickness hit. I must tell you, this is the worst feeling in the whole world. You gotta throw up every single time. Like there was not a time of the day I did not throw up. I couldn't eat. And the sad part about it, my husband was home. So most of the time he was helping me cleaning vomit. So guys, it was horrible. For me, it was horrible. I hate vomiting. I hate everything about it. I hate the headache. I hate feeling weak. I hate the fact that my body doesn't belongs to me. So it was horrible for me. I personally feel like I had the worst pregnancy in the world. However, people did not think so. People thought I had the best pregnancy in the world because when they see me, I am smiling, I am talking, but little did they know that I am going through hell. But with that being said, I am happy the way that things look outside because people actually thought that I didn't have morning sickness, but it was not true. I did. And on top of that, my husband was actually the only one that knows what I really was going through. My husband is like close family because not many persons know that I was pregnant because my stomach was not big, and on top of that, I didn't tell anybody like that simply because how I was going through a lot. I just don't want anything to happen, and then I have to explain to people what happened to the baby. It was not something I wanted to do. So, anyways, guys, we going off topic. So let's skip to giving birth. So, couple months before I give birth, there was a story going around that women are losing their baby at the oops. So yes, there was a story going around that women were losing babies at the hospital that I supposed to give birth at. Not only they were losing babies, they were dying. So, with that being said, I get even more scared because first of all, I hate the hospital. Second, people are dying and their babies are dying. So anxiety kicks so much that to the point where I was afraid of going to the hospital. So when it was time for me, I know I'm saying so a lot, but bear with me. So when it was time for me to go to the hospital, what happened was I give well, first of all, my water broke around 3 o'clock in the morning. So when my water broke, I thought when your water broke, it was like a fountain, like the water just like gush out down in your leg and so on. But it was not like that. I wake up because I wanted to use the bathroom, and when I go and use the bathroom, it was like I felt like my underwear was wet, and I was like, okay, my underwear was wet. I did not pee up myself. So I got up and told my husband about it, and then he was like, "Okay, you did not pee up yourself, but the bed is wet." So he's like, "You sure you didn't pee up yourself?" I'm like, "No, I did not." So we came to the conclusion that my water is broke. So I called my mom and told my mom my water broke. She's like, "Okay, your water is broke. You need to go to the hospital." And I'm like, "I'm not going to the hospital until this labor start. I mean, this pain start kicking in. I am not going to the hospital." And she's like, "Okay, all right, don't go." So she had to go to work. So now it's around 8 o'clock. She going to work. My husband went on and get it like last minute for the baby because the baby was coming before time because my due date was actually November 1st, and baby came in September. So anyways, he went on and get some extra stuff for the baby, and I was inside the house by myself. No pain, nothing. I thought once your water break, the pain automatically come through. But I had no pain whatsoever. So, anyways, after a couple hours, he came back home and apparently he brought all type of gifts because my family members was planning on having a shower, but baby came early. So he brought all the gifts to me. Before I go to the hospital, I decided to open all the gifts because I'm nosy. So, with that being said, after that, I went and get something to eat because I honestly did not want to go to the hospital until I know for sure I was in labor. So, anyways, we gone, and then I start having sharp pain. Before I go on to my next mother and have her pray over me. Not only pray over me, I had to anoint my head. So we pray about it, and then I go into the hospital. So when I reached the hospital, it was quick service, which I did not expect. The minute I reached there, the first question was, "How long your water has been broken?" And I told them my water broke around 3, and they're like, "You just come into the hospital?" And I'm like, "Yes, mom." But I couldn't tell them why, so I just say, "Oh, my husband had to get last minute stuff for the baby." So they was like, "Okay." So they carried me, give me some medication, and they told me that because I waited so long to actually come to the hospital, the baby might end up with an infection, or I might end up with an infection. So that was scary, and then I started feeling bad because at the end of the day, if something happened to the baby, it'll be my fault simply because I did not want to go to the hospital. So, anyways, with that being said, they stopped my labor because it was like this baby is too early. They have to wait until I turn 24 weeks. So, which I was going to be 34 weeks on a Monday, and I end up in the hospital on a Friday. So they stopped my contractions. So I was at the hospital for 3 whole days. On Sunday, on Sunday morning around 3 o'clock. Yeah, for some reason things has happened to me at 3 o'clock. So around 3 o'clock, I start feeling some pain in my stomach, but it wasn't too bad, and wasn't sure what was going on. So I told the nurse that I'm having some pain, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you some medication." Then the nurse ended up going home and forget that she was supposed to give me some medication, which was fine. And then later on the day, the pain started getting more and more and more sharper and sharper. So with that being said, I told there were some doctors doing some checkup, and I told the doctors that I having some pain in my stomach, and I think it's labor because I start counting the out because the minutes I'm feeling the pain and the pain is coming. And he's like, "No, you're not in labor yet. We are going to induce your labor tomorrow because you just turned 34 weeks today." So I'm like, okay. So I figured that I am not in labor because everybody else telling me I'm not in labor. But um around 12 o'clock, I start having this pain like I was about to die. My back started to hurt like it was cracking in half. It was painful. But in my head, I was like, this can't be labor because I heard people talk about labor before. Apparently, I thought the pain was going to be inside my vagina. But it was not. The pain was actually on my back and my stomach. So, which was different from what I expected. So with that being said, and I'm just laying down taking the pain because everybody's saying I ain't having no labor, so I ain't having no baby yet. So I just figured, okay, this is just false alarm. I'm just having some pain. So I start laying down and I start tapping in the bed. And the reason I was tapping is I was trying to keep my focus off the pain, which works for me. So I started tapping in the bed. And then when I was tapping in the bed, a doctor saw me tapping and he was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I'm in pain, like really, really bad pain." And then he touched my stomach. He's like, "Okay, it seems like something is wrong." So he got up and he said he's coming right back. So when he told me he's coming right back, I did not see him for a while. So when I did not see him, I told the nurse, "Hey, this baby coming." And this nurse is like, "You sure this baby coming? I coming right now. I'm going to give you some pill." And I'm like, okay. When she gonna get the pill, I just take off my pants, I take off my body, I open my leg, and I just lay in the bed. Cause in my head, I'm like, this baby coming. Cause I in too much pain. So when she come back, she's like, "This baby coming for real." Cause she looked down there and she saw the baby head or whatever. And she's like, "This baby coming." So she run outside and she gone and called the doctor. Apparently the doctor was a friend of mine. So I'm thankful for that. So when the doctor came, she took me to the labor ward and then like the pushing part. I thought like they hold your hand, they tell you what to do and all of that. But my doctor was basically like, "Bigger, all you gotta do is push like you're about to have some, you know, number two." So I'm like, okay, I could do that because I just have some really hard time. But anyways, with that being said, I start pushing. My first push, I just felt like I was weak. Felt like I couldn't push no more. And my second push, she's like, "Okay, that was pretty good. The head almost come out. We just need one more from you. This one, I need you to give it your all." So the third push, I just pushed like my life depend on it. So with that being said, my baby came out and she was so adorable. She actually looked just like me when she came out. But with that being said, I just was happy it was all over with. I didn't feel no more pain. My stomach wasn't hurting. At that time, I didn't even worry about COVID. I just was happy that my baby was out. I was healthy. Baby was healthy. However, they said that they had to keep the baby because of what because I did stay home after my water broke. I didn't come to the hospital right away, so I had my baby had to stay there. So when I was leaving the hospital, it really felt like I was leaving a part of me because my baby was in there, and it came to my knowledge like how do women live. I mean, I know they have to go on with their life, but it just came to my acknowledge like it really painful when a woman just go through all of that, through all this pain, through all of this, and just to go home without a baby. Like that is painful. Cause my baby was okay, it's just that they had to make sure she was alright or whatever. And I still felt like I was leaving a part of me. I was scared, I was afraid. I felt bad because I was like I should have gone to the hospital on time. Like with that being said, guys, it's just people don't realize how much women actually go through when they are pregnant. And being pregnant, it made me realize how strong a woman is and what the body could actually take. And I do well, I probably be like the only woman that say this. Giving birth was not as bad as being pregnant for me. I feel like being pregnant was the worst because I did not feel like myself at all, at all, at all. But giving birth, in my head, it was like once I push this baby out, no more pain. I ain't gotta vomit no more. So that was my biggest thing. So now let's skip everything about giving birth. Let's go to how my life is right now since my baby is actually home. So now I have my baby girl. I had her for about 3 weeks now. And I must say, I am enjoying every bit of it. She's really growing really, really fast. When she first came, she was small. I was scared to hold her. She was so tiny. But now she's growing a bit, and I am so happy. My husband is actually enjoying every part, every moment. So we both enjoying our baby. However, it is hard to adjust because I still want to do what I usually just do, but my body ain't right as yet. And then, a baby, you gotta change pampers every. Feel like I'm changing her like every 30 minutes, but it's actually hard to adjust, I must say. But so far, I'm loving it. I can't imagine my life any different. However, I do not think I'll be having kids anytime soon because I just want to enjoy right now with my baby, watch her grow up without any distraction or any other babies. So I am thankful. So with that being said, guys, I am about to go finish this makeup look because I was talking more than I was doing makeup. I did say I am horrible at multitasking and just prove it. I can't speak and do makeup at the same time because I feel like I only could put my focus on one thing at a time. So with that being said, I am going to finish this makeup look and I'll see y'all guys in a minute. So guys, I am done with the makeup look. This is the end result. So guys, that was all. I just want to thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. And with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like me to talk more about my experience, then don't forget to comment below. There's a lot of things that I did not talk about because remember I said that there was a lot of people dying and then I was hearing rumors of everything that was going on in the hospital. However, my experience was totally different. I had the best experience that I could hope for, and I thank God for that. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. See y'all next time.
Goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason.